Okay, we got the Dura group set back of the courier bike. Look at that. 12-speed Dura. Alright, we got the new Dura 12-speed group set. This is what it looks like. Comes in a big box like that. You got that on there. You got, for those who never compromise, let's hope Shimano's not compromising on their quality control. This is an Ultegra crank, 11-speed, happens to 11-speed Dura and Ultegra, the 9000 series, the 9100 and the 9000s. So let's hope the compromise isn't still going. Dura very well presented. Minimal plastic packaging, I like that. That's, you know, we've got some boxes over here. It's going to be a history lesson, so stay tuned. It's non-professional, it's just straight up facts. If you want shiny stuff, probably another channel for you. Let's have a look, let's have a closer look here. Let's get this lens clean. And we're going to do some weigh-ins as well. It's hammer time. It's hammer time for Shimano today. We're going to absolutely hammer this group set. And first up, we've got to give a shout to Lance Armstrong. You know, the 7700 group set, iconic. The 7800 group set, even more iconic. Basically, Lance Armstrong put Dura Shimano on the map. First professional cyclist to win Grand Tour with Dura Shimano product. And that also kickstarted with Festino. Shout out to Willy Voe, you know, for getting busted back on the Belgian border there at 98. That's an incredible bike over there. It's a specialised, made in the USA S-Works with the, it's almost dead stock, isn't it? It's almost NOS, new stock. Original Cerium's on there. So Lance and the gang, European cycling culture, they really just blew cycling up in a good way. Right, technology advanced. And now today, I reckon technology's gone back downhill, you know, unfortunately. Let's start. What should we weigh first? We've got derailleurs from everywhere. Let's go with derailleurs. All right. We've got the new 12-speed derailleur. Let's have a look at this group set first of all. It looks really cool. You know, the color looks good. The feel, you know, it feels lightweight and plasticky. It just, yeah. It just, you know, it feels. It doesn't feel like this stuff. This stuff, you pick it up. You know, 7800 RD. You pick it up and you just feel like this is something, you know, there's something going on here. There's something going on here. What is going on here? So it's non-250. Yeah, you got stuff like this. It feels good. Let's do some weigh-ins. First of all, we're going to weigh this 12-speed Di2, the latest and greatest from Shimano. 217 grams. And we got that long cage, this is Durianrider. Remember that video I did back in 2015, 2014, Dear Shimano, please make longer cages so we can run bigger cassettes. You could run probably a 36 cassette easy with that, I reckon. 36, Shimano says 30, but I reckon a 36. We'll find out. All right, so we've got 12, 17 grams there. We've got the almost a 20-year-old derailleur. Almost a 20-year-old derailleur. And it's lighter. You know what I mean? It's lighter. It's, you know, it's like 30 grams lighter. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? You know, so this is the latest. You can't even really get this stuff. It's, you know, it's just really hard to get. Really, really hard to get right now. And this stuff, this cost about me in Adelaide, Australia. You know, in this condition, dirty, $20, $30. You know, boom, look at that, lighter. Let's go back down for the history route. Let's go another Di2 derailleur here, the 9000 series, 9070. So around the same weight. 7 years ago as these. We're going to go way back when. This is a 7700 derailleur, a 9-speed one. Look at that. I love that printing back in the day. Look at that printing. You know, that's classic stuff, isn't it? Beautiful. Beautiful. Yep, still sub 200. So this is a 1996 Shimano Dura derailleur, and it's lighter than the Di2 equivalent. And how much is that worth? Can we worth today? Yeah. Crazy times. We got an Ultegra. This is a 10-speed Ultegra, 66770. And then we've got that. That's a bit heavier, 273. So she could probably go on my protocols and drop a few pounds. What else we got? We got some SRAM around here somewhere. I think that's going to be it for derailleurs. But yeah, you can see that the new stuff isn't lighter. And now this 11-speed stuff. This is going cheap, man. This is like some crash and dent sale. The box got wet and it just got sold cheap because the box was wet. I think the product's alright. I haven't tested it yet, but it was dirt cheap. just dirt cheap. This is the 91 series, so 11 speed Di2, you know. And then we're going to weigh this bad boy here. So yeah, still sub 200 kilos, 200 grams. Let's have a look how they look together. Let's have a look how they look together. They look like little little pelicans, black swans, sleeping swan. It does look like a swan, doesn't it? A swan swinging in the lake. This looks very swanny. So you can sort of see the cage almost looks even longer, doesn't it? That cage from jockey wheel to jockey wheel is even longer. Damn, you could probably, I reckon you could run a 40 cassette with the new one. Well, I'm not sure if they make 12 speed 40 cassettes yet, but look at that, look how long that is. Damn. And you go back to when I was doing the Deer Shimano videos, and look how short that one is. You know, it's considerably shorter. And then we go here, look at that. Look at the differences. That's amazing, isn't it? Amazing. That's definitely a plus, having a longer cage, running bigger cassettes. Amazing, amazing. So yeah, this stuff, 11 speed, rim brake, it's all worthless pretty much. I prefer it, but it's worthless, market value. Let's look at cassettes. First of all, the big dog here, the 12 speed cassette, looks beautiful. Looks like they've ditched the carbon body, which we were cracking a lot of those. I cracked a few of those. We're going for a metal Allen body. That's a great idea. So the Shimano have listened. The weight of this one, we got 230. It is a 30 cassette. It's a 30 cassette, so we're going to compare it with a 10 speed Dura cassette over here. It's not a 30, but it's about 15 years old, and yeah, so it's lighter. Going to be a lot lighter. A last year's 11 speed one with the shoestring on there, 28, 27. So around the same cassettes in the new ones. What else can we got? A Sram cassette around here somewhere. Sram, call him Sram. Call him Sram over here. Okay, Shram's entered the chat. 11 speed Sram. Look at that. Sram rudely crashes the party. You know, what a work of art these are. 10, 11 speed, amazing. Shram's my favourite lightweight groups that are out there. The Sram Red, not the new stuff. The new stuff, in my opinion, is pretty average. The cable stuff, mechanical Sram Red 22, 10 speed, 11 speed, mechanical Red, Force. It's incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. Amazing stuff. Let's go chains. Let's get some chains here. This is the new 12 speed chain. There's a packaging there. XTR, Dura, same. We'll leave it in the packaging. That is 272 with the packaging. We've got a 9 speed Ultegra XT 305. So it's lighter, eh? Yep. So it's about 30 grams lighter. We're going to go 11 speed Dura chain. It's 268. Okay, so 11 speed lighter. Interesting stuff. We've got bottom brackets. We won't really worry about bottom brackets too much, but apparently the new ones are just a carryover, because you might be doing, you know, BB30, or, you know, you might do different brackets and stuff, so it's not really too relevant for that one. What else can we go for? The levers, the shifters, what do they look like? Yeah, looks pretty cool. It's got a big knob on it, so you're going to feel very secure on the downhills if you stay. It's, you know, if you're staying in the tops, it's going to feel very, very secure. You're going to have a lot of grip there, unlike the current. This one's a little bit shorter. This is an Ultegra one there, and so you can sort of see that there's a more pronounced bit of grip there. You can sort of grip it and rip it a bit harder there if you feel you need to. This is an Ultegra one. We've got a Sram as well, quite shallow comparison there. So yeah, this is fantastic editing over here. Look at that. So the Sram is that's so lightweight, We've got some Durace ones over here. This is the current 11 speed ones. Again, super cheap right now, dirt cheap. You find them on clearance, you find people selling them, and they're just so cheap. Oh man, these are pretty light as well. Dang, wow, that's a lot lighter than the disc brake one. Let's chuck them on the scales. Let's rev it up, and we have our 11 speed. We have our 12 speed. Alright, 12 speed, Dura Ace, Hydro Disc, 186. 186 over there. We've got the 11 speed rim brake. Damn, that's light. Whew. So the lighter your shifters are, the lighter your handlebars are going to feel when you're wrenching it. Ultegra 10 speed DR2 rim brake, 157. So still lighter than the latest Dura Ace. Shram, you know, Bread 10 speed Gen 1, 2008. Lance Armstrong made this famous as well on Contador. Thanks, guys. 9 speed with a cable in it. Dura Ace 7700. Oof, she's a heavy one. Damn. Big mama. Look at that. Whew. Okay, so the 9 speed. 9 speed's quite weighty there. Quite weighty. So there we go. I love how it's present here. Front derailleurs, I mean, we might as well weigh it, but that's very, very slim down, isn't it? 95 grams. Let's have a closer look at that. Looks quite pretty. Yeah, it feels, it's interesting. It's got a black, I don't think I've ever seen that before in a Shimano cage review. A black outer cage. Huh. Feels nice. Feels like a little XT stubby cage. Beautiful. And just the weight of that again. 94 for the 12 speed Dura Ace DR2. We've got a 7700 front derailleur. And is lighter. Okay. There you go. Alright, we've got the everyone's favourite contentious debate, disc brakes. I like that. That looks pretty cool. It's like a little radioactive nuclear, like a nuclear powerhouse thing on your bike. Apparently these still rub and still lock up your rear wheels and front wheels slide into crashes as good as the other Dura Ace ones do. And let's see what they weigh with some cables on there. It's not going to be too accurate weighing today because we don't have, you know, that olive and barb's already in there, so we'll leave it in there. So with the cable, so we've got, you know, 145 plus your rotors. You got a 20-year-old Dura Ace, you know, 25-year-old 7700 front caliper there. You know, so so yeah, this stuff is just freaking light, you know, like it's bloody light, isn't it, for what it is, for how old it is. This is what's this written here. I see the clearance stock, the rim brake, the Dura Ace, and then we have here's this YouTube money. Makes you treat stuff like this, doesn't it? 161. What was the 25-year-old Dura Ace? 161. Damn, isn't that amazing, isn't it? Isn't it amazing? I mean, these work a little bit better, got better tire clearance, but damn, just goes to show. All right, this is the crank set. So I want to give Shimano a shout out because where's the plastic, man? There's not much, yeah. This is all sort of recyclable cardboard, so that's pretty cool. There's no plastic bags. So, I mean, Shimano's done a great job of reducing plastic. That's fantastic. Less plastic is fantastic. This is the crank set. Will it crack open like the other ones have? Time will tell. Time will tell. Let's put this bad boy on the scales. We'll put it on the scales. Very pretty. The black obsidian look, and the other side, the crank, is in this little box here. So it's a bit of origami. Look at that, no plastic. Damn, that's pretty cool. This feels really nice to pull out the packet. You know, look at that. Just a bit of paper there, a little brown lunch bag. It's got a vegan pasta in there. Slides out like that. Look, that slides out. Damn, it's almost as big as me. All right, let's chuck on the scales. So if you look at the back of the crank, it does look almost identical, doesn't it, to the, you know, same sort of design as the 9100, which has got a 9000 crank left stages on it. So it looks just really identical. That's how they're printing it in to, you know, it just looks identical. So I think we're going to see some more, thanks Shimano, photos on Google. That's my prediction. Hopefully I'm wrong. I love to be wrong. These were good ones back in the day, the 7700. Look at that. That's a weapon in itself. Beautiful stuff. But yeah, I think it's exactly the same. The chain rings of the 9100, I don't think they're compatible with that. I'm not sure. The Q factor may be different. I'll have to do a bit more reading. Let us know down below. But yeah, it looks the same. Same dodgy design. Same design that's going to peel out. So if you do run Shimano cranks, just make sure you check them. Let's put them on the scales I'll do it away. I'm going to do all the Dura cranks here. This is going to be an interesting one. All right, 12-speed Di2. Oh, I shouldn't say Di2. It's 12-speed Shimano 679 and a 172 with a 52-36 on here. 679, 53-39. All right, damn. Is that really lighter? Really, Shimano? That's amazing. So 672. We'll have to weigh it again because 20-year-old cranks are the same as they are now. Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? 678. Almost down there. Jeez, it's lighter. We're the same. We have the 7700, which is going to be an interesting way because the axle is in the BB. So yeah, it's going to be similar. You know, the bottom brackets are probably about 100 grams. The Dura one, which is, they're pretty crappy, but it's going to be similar, isn't it? It's going to be pretty similar there. So 7700. This is the 9000 series, the one that started all the breakings. So yeah, that's pretty light. Damn, that's light, isn't it? That's a compact crank. It's always going to be a bit lighter. Let's just weigh that again, because, you know, OCD and all. 614. Amazing. What else we got? So then the 9000 series with absolute black rings, not very accurate weighing because we've got a stages probably on there as well. So yeah, pretty lightweight. Absolute black rings 4630, which I really rate these rings. And here we have the classic 70-900 crank, 5339 and 172. So yeah, pretty light crank as well. Pretty light crank as well. Very nice. Double check the weigh in there. Yep, legit 638. And then SRAM, we've got a SRAM around here. Where's SRAMmy? But it's only got the left hand side, right hand side. Can't find the crank arm just yet. But yeah, you can sort of see that these 400s plus the other ones probably, the SRAM's always lighter. And this is the Gen 1. You go the extra grams lighter still. It's even lighter still. And in the box, still really dusty. In the Shimano Dura box, you come here. This is a little secret squirrel. So all the EPOs and stuff are in. This is what you get unboxing. Make sure that you check your order, everything came in, because maybe some dodgy dude like me took it out and tried to flip it for you. What's that stuff? Not sure. This is for your brakes and stuff, bolts. This feels like some cables. Look at this, you know, really good that they've done minimal plastic. Look, there's only plastic in the whole setup. The battery there, there's the battery changed. Looks like all this battery. Okay, it's a different color. This looks like a Texan, doesn't it? And then this is a DN300. Okay, let's get our 11-speed battery and have a look. Yeah, so it just pops on like that. Pretty straightforward. Make sure this is pointing towards your handlebars and it'll clip on, no worries. And DR9250. It's pretty amazing that the emotions I feel about this group set. I know a lot of people are excited for it. I know that there's a lot of work done to this, and I'm grateful for that. But for me, it doesn't feel I'm going to use this. I bought it for the review. I got a bike, my gravel bike, I could put it on, but I'm like, to be honest, my current Dura group set, Shimano group sets, SRAM group sets are good enough. So I think I'll just sell this to someone who wants the latest. Yeah, it is definitely heavier than a rim brake setup, as we know from 20 years ago total weight. So that's all good. But hey, if you want 12-speed DR2, you want a higher dread disc, you want it now, hit me up. We'll do a killer price on this one. Cranks are a 172.5 and a 5236. But yeah, normally when I'd have these other Dura group sets, I was like really stoked, especially whereas this group set was my first ever group set I ever got. Durace group set. I was just so stoked to get that. You know, I remember, yeah, and this one here as well. So stoked to get this one on these back in the day. Stuff's good as well. They're all pretty good, but I'd say probably my favourite is probably the 10-speed. You know, it's just that 10-speed Durace is really, really hard to beat. The shifters feel good in the hand. The 9-speed stuff is good as well. But yeah, it's, you know, times are changing. The world's different. But yeah, new 12-speed Durace group set, for me, a bit underwhelming. As a windbreak lover, as someone who likes simple stuff and lightweight stuff, it is, again, it's hard to be a bicycle engineer these days because this stuff's just so freaking good, man. It's so good, it's so strong. You know, like, you can't beat it, really. You just can't beat it. You can make stuff different, but the latest isn't always the greatest. Thanks for watching. So we've got an 11-speed battery here. Okay, and that is 11-speed batteries, the DN110. So look-sees. 51 grams for the 11-speed, 10-speed, and then we have 51 grams. It's a gram heavier. Damn, I can't use that. So about same. The cables now are different. So look at the cables, a little lolly bag in here. There's vegan lollies in here. So zip ties. It's interesting, isn't it? It's very thin. Very, very thin. So we've got zip ties all around. This looks like it's been ripped out of a bike or something, doesn't it? Maybe. It's got zip ties in them already, unless someone's job at Shimano is to put them on. Look at that. That little thing there compared to these. So you can sort of see that these little thinner cables are a little bit thinner. The 12-speed stuff's a little bit thinner, so I think it's going to be maybe going to break easier? So yeah, it's going to have a different. It doesn't look compatible with me, does it? It doesn't look compatible there at all. So there we go. So maybe less durable. Time will tell. Charger. So what does the charger look like? Damn, this is the charger. What do you charge this onto? Damn, that's interesting. So it's USB. Maybe charging on the derailleur. There's a derailleur, Sussman 250. Nobody drugs kids stay natty. So it looks like maybe there's a little switch around here somewhere. How do you charge this bad boy? Oh, here we go. Oh, secret squirrel. Okay, that's interesting, isn't it? So charges on that. That front derailleur. Maybe the front derailleur holds it in there somehow. Maybe it's solar powered. I don't know. Let us know down below. But that's the new system, so it charges on the back there. Interesting.